So, what are you gonna teach
Hello.
me?
Okay, let's. Okay. Um. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Matt. I'd like to welcome you all to another video, and today I'm here with King Daddy Jr. Uh, and introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is King Daddy.
Awesome. So, what are we doing here today?
Well, about a week ago, I asked you if you wanted to teach me how to use Redstone or like build with Redstone and Redstone related stuff. Redstone.
Uh-huh.
This stuff right
So,
here.
and we're here
Okay.
today, um, for two reasons. First reason, uh, I wanted to help out and get a new video out. Two, because I got my new laptop, and there will be an update video coming probably before this video for you guys. So just check that out because there'll be some important information in there. Anyway, so here I'm gonna go off like the basic things about Redstone that are important. Redstone comes from Redstone ore. You know that hopefully. If you
What
don't know that, then you
the?
if you didn't
See,
know that,
look,
then
mine got
yeah,
Redstone.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, and then there's ways of carrying, and Redstone is basically a way of transferring information via the ticks in the game of Minecraft. A tick is um, like a fraction of a second. I don't know the exact fraction, but every tick is what like runs your game. Sorry about that. I'm paranoid to press tab sometimes. Um, so different things that carry redstone signals are redstone blocks, dust, repeaters, torches, comparators. Um, sorry about that if you heard that. Um, and then there's things that activate redstone, which are like buttons and levers and stuff.
Question,
Um,
question, question. Okay. What's the difference between the wooden button and the stone button?
um, one of them lasts longer. I
One
think
of
it's
them.
the wood button has a longer pulse than the stone one. Also, you can hit the wood button with a bow.
Ah, okay. I knew that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run through kind of what this does. A repeater basically allows you to extend a pulse, and it also allows you to extend the length of a pulse. So if I give this thing some power, we can see that it it's on, and then when I take this off, it lasts a bit longer. That's a form of pulse lengthening. Each one of these will up it by a tick. So that's 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks. Um, so here, uh, it'll last longer basically.
I
Um,
got you.
redstone torches basically they regulate redstone signals. So basically you can on its own, it'll infinitely put out a redstone signal, but if you put power to the block it's standing on, for instance, if I went like this, or like this, it'll turn that torch off. So
Turn it off.
if you put power into the block, the torch is on, no matter what face the torch is on. So if it's on the side of a block, it'll still turn it on. But if it's like below it, it won't do anything.
So like
Doing
this,
that.
like for example, you have a block here and redstone, right? And then you have a torch there and this one here.
Yep,
And then
you gotta fly.
this is a possible thing for what? No. Up. Up.
Up, push,
No.
space bar.
Oh, I'm breaking everything.
That'd be good. Let's
There.
see. There you go.
Okay,
Yep.
so if I have like a lever or whatever,
Yep.
then that would happen?
Yep. Definitely.
Okay.
So
Good to know.
if you, for instance, yeah, if you had a lever here, you can do this.
And
You
then
don't need to, but it's a thing. You can do it.
wait, I want to do something else.
Oh,
No, no,
oops.
you
I'm
you messed
sorry.
you messed everything up.
Why are you using dirt?
Or are you okay? Chill. You can just
Yeah,
go.
it's more Gucci this way. So
Alright.
here, put going point. Yep. What you doing?
Alright. So then, right? There's a block over here. Look, I'm an expertise. Look at this.
You
Would that
can't.
work? No?
No, it won't work. You
No.
can't pull a piston that's extended. So if a piston's extended, it won't work. You have to first um, make the piston unextended,
Mm-hmm.
and then also you have to make sure it's a sticky piston because it won't do anything if it's a regular piston. So in
Ah,
this instance, yeah, it'll go ahead and it'll pull it back, but then you're also going to have to give it power again to extend it. And there's ways of doing that. You just have to adjust timings. I'll teach you how to do that later on, but right now I just want to get to some basic redstone devices, and um,
I got you.
yeah. So I've set up a couple example devices here. So we're going to start off here with the T flip-flop, and the T flip-flop is basically a way of, it's basically turning anything into a button, or not no a button, to a lever, so you can switch states of something. So you can turn that from on to off with just a button. And this works with other things. This works with pressure plates as well. Like if you send power via pressure plate, you can also switch it. This is the old version of doing it. Nowadays you can do it with this second version with a... ooh, what just happened?
Don't have any blocks inside, probably.
Oh, the block's in there. You can do this with droppers and hoppers. It's really simple. Just press the button, and it'll flip between on and off, which I think is really cool. This way you're allowed to like use, like I said, you can use pressure plates. Pressure plates won't work there because pressure plates are dumb, but you know, it works.
So, alright, so, question.
Mhm.
Let's say we have a pressure plate, right? And then you want to, like, hide this or whatever.
Try it. The easiest way to show me is like this.
So, okay. Alright, that's all I wanted to know. Because maybe, like, I might
You
be...
can hide it pretty well. Like, if you wanted to hide this, here's an example of how you could hide it.
Oh, I could hide it. Yeah, I just want to know. But maybe I might be building something underground and, you know.
Yep. I really should not have broken that. Didn't think about it. I need comparator. But here, go like this, go like that, go like that, and hopper. And pretend that this is a house or something. Put a block in there, please. Put a block in here.
Oh, and here.
I got it.
I put dirt.
Forget it.
Alright.
What you would do from here is you would, let's say you had a pressure plate about, like right about here. You have to run your wire. Oh, am I even going the right way? No, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're,
I'm going the opposite.
you're going left.
Yeah. Okay. So what you would do is you would send your power into this one. You'd send it into the
Yeah, I
the one
can't see
that's
Han.
the one that this one.
Okay. I just want to run for no reason, but okay.
So, and then you also want a way of like picking up the signal, and the only way to do that is with a comparator. So, dang it, do that, and then
You put
dang
it
it.
under the door, right?
Yeah. Well, I can't really put if you put redstone on the door, it's not going to do anything in this case. I would have to.
Well, I
just-
get the concept. I
Yeah.
get the concept.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry about that. Dumb. I'm not really good at building on the spot. It's very difficult.
Yeah, that's
to do
alright.
on camera as well. But we got the T flip-flop under control. Next here, I'm gonna go turn this thing off because it's gonna bug me.
The RSNOR Latch.
Yep.
Sounds like a
Here.
Pokemon.
Sounds like a Pokemon. Yeah. So the RSNOR Latch is basically a way of toggling your state. It's kind of like a T flip-flop, except it's a bit different. A T flip-flop, you have to hit the same. You can hit the same button. With an RSNOR Latch, you have to alternate. Now this is used mainly in, let's say, mob crushers. So for instance, if you have a Cave Spider XP farm, you need to have one of these to crush the mobs because what's going to happen is you're going to have a signal coming out from here, and it's going to run itself back towards here. So on its own, it's gonna turn itself off. So what's gonna happen is if I press this button, it's gonna open the door and then it's gonna close it. It's kind of interesting in how it works. this isn't a great example of how it works. Here, if I added some more repeaters, for instance, if you could go ahead and set those to 4 ticks. Help
All
me.
of them?
Yeah.
Alright.
You can see that, like, if I press the button, the door stays open for quite a while, and then it closes. You see how that works?
Yeah, I
So,
got you. So,
So it's kind of the way that you press this button and then press it this way, except you're doing it with redstone instead of using, you know, you get it, right?
yeah, like instead of using water currents or anything like that.
Yeah.
I got you.
And then there's this guy over here, which is the exact same thing basically, except it's
More
much more
compact.
compact.
Yeah,
Yep. So I can do it with that one, and oh, sorry, there needs to be a redstone block here. So if I press this one goes on. If I press this one goes on, and then you can set up another timer to it if you need to. Same type of deal. You just gotta. I would most likely start with the bottom one, so I would put the output going this way, and then I would run it up. I need a block. I would run it up like this, and then run it towards this. But you get what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
Like if I was to do it, I would do it like this, most likely. Yeah. And then something like that. Something like that. Just you get the idea.
Yeah.
And then over here we have clocks. Clocks are basically never-ending pulses. So if I did this correctly, like that, it'll infinitely, go like that until you apply redstone signal and it'll stop.
That can become a crusher, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't do it like this. I would do it more like the RSNOR Latch. I'll show you an example of that some other video.
Alright.
But with this, you can extend, make pulses go longer, and you have to make it so that it's at least 2 ticks in between. This is the fastest it can go, and then you can make it longer, as long as you want, just by tweaking that.
I got what you mean.
And then behind here we have
The new
another clock, and this one.
version.
This is, I think, one of the fastest ones you can do.
But you can
Well, it's
actually
not the
really,
fastest.
you can jump really high from this. Watch.
Kinda. You gotta
Whee!
time it. You gotta time it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kinda glitchy.
On a multiplayer server, but like on single player, it must be really good.
Meh, who knows?
No. Okay.
And then here we have a timer. And this is pretty cool how this works. If I grab a ton of pistons and put it into this one, I guess, what'll happen is it's going to start putting items from this hopper into this hopper. And because there's a redstone block here, it's not letting it's not letting this hopper move items. So items are just going to flow indefinitely into this hopper. And then when the hopper that you're standing on, when that hopper runs out of power,
Oh, I see.
when this runs out of items, I mean, it's going to switch, and then it's just going to keep going indefinitely. And then we're going to see here, if I take out the number of items, if I take out some of these items, what will happen is it'll go much faster. Here.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
That's a bit too fast, but each item you put in there is about an 11th of a second or something of that sort, so it's very flexible.
I got you.
And then the last
Off the
thing I have
timer?
to show you here,
The plus lengthener.
the pulse lengthener.
Alright, you know what? Shut up, okay?
So basically a regular redstone pulse. Here, we can check this out this way,
Hey,
I
give me a
guess.
second. This might annoy me.
Yeah, just break it. Just break it. So basically what happens here is if I press this button, you can see that this one stays on a little bit longer than this one.
Yeah.
And a better demonstration is honestly this button, because the stone button is shorter. If you press this,
Oh, I see the difference.
see that? What happens here is, with comparators, what'll happen is the first signal will go in here, and then the comparators, basically what it'll do is it's it's very difficult to explain, but it just keeps counting down. So what'll happen is we'll get signal from here, and it'll be 15. This one's 15, right? Dang. This block is 15. And then it'll go here. This block here is 15.
Yeah.
This block here is 14. And then it'll go in 14, 13, and it goes around in circles. Because what comparators do is they take whatever input they have behind them, and they put it in front of them.
Oh.
So if a comparator has, let's say, to put it simply, if a comparator has, I don't know, if it has the full length in it, it'll go the full 15 blocks, right? But
Yeah.
if you have, for instance, okay, here,
4 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 piston. If I put a block here and put a lever on it, you can see the piston will extend, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I go back here 1 block and then do it this way, actually, I can go 1 more block, and now I do it, that piston won't extend because it doesn't reach that far. Comparators will, again, duplicate the current that's coming behind them. So if this will be 15, this will be 14, this will be 14, this will go on forever. Or not forever, but you get the idea, right?
Yeah, I get the idea.
Awesome. So that's all I have to show you today. Next time I'll show you some ways that you can use these devices in building. For instance, like I said before, these T-flip-flops, you use them in mob crushers, and these you can use to like open doors with pressure plates. These clocks you can use when deleting items. Timers you can use for just setting up when you want something to run. And then these you can use to just make pulses longer and last a bit longer in a confined space, because these work especially when you're close underground and stuff. So
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Alright,
Well,
so that's all I got to show you this time around.
what we're gonna call this? Wait, before we end, what's the series gonna be called? Mad's help.
No, not Matt's help. Teaching a king how to do things.
Okay.
Something like that.
Well,
Redstone for kings.
yeah, Redstone for Kings, or teaching the King how to do Redstone or something like that. I
I
don't know.
think Redstone for kings sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Alright,
Well,
well,
I'm King Daddy.
and I'm Mad, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you next week. Bye.